Hey everybody, what's up? God bless you. So I was reading the book of Luke in chapter 5, verse 29 and 30, and that has to do with Jesus Christ eating with the tax collectors. And I've always thought that the scribes and the Pharisees, the religious ones, were telling Jesus, why do you eat with these people? Tax collectors and sinners, why? But that's not what happened. If you read carefully, it says, but chapter 5 verse 30 says, but their scribes and Pharisees murmured against his disciples, saying, why do you eat and drink with the publicans and sinners? So the religious people were accusing the disciples. However, it was Jesus who responded, right? Jesus responded to them. They weren't talking to Jesus, but Jesus stood up for his disciples. And that reminds me of us who believe in grace and God's love and mercy, that there are times you're going to have religious folks accusing you of something. And you're going to try to stand up for yourself and defend everything. You know, there's no need for that. Because it's Jesus who defends you. It is Jesus who died and was resurrected for you. And in this case here, it was Jesus who responded to the religious. And too many times we have the religious folks always trying to judge those who just believe in total grace, God's total grace for mankind. And whenever you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, oh, aren't you a Christian? Don't you do? Hey, it's Jesus who responds. And I remember before I understood this grace of God, one time I saw a pastor, who I knew he was a pastor. He was preparing a sermon, and he was smoking a cigar. You know, I see he was outdoors. He was smoking a cigar, and you know, my flesh right away is like, he's a pastor. He's smoking cigars. You know, I didn't say nothing to him, of course, out of respect. You know, I'm not one to judge nobody like that. But my carnal nature immediately judged him, because I'm thinking, you're smoking a cigar? How are you a Christian? However, I realize now that that was okay, because it's Jesus that we need to be focusing on. Not who we're hanging out with, not what we do. It is Jesus who responds for us. You know, we always hear that in the great day of judgment, the devil is going to accuse us. And in this case, it was the Pharisees and the scribes murmuring against the disciples. So we're going to be accused. And it's not our right to stand up and defend ourselves. Christ is our defender. Christ is the one who stands and defends us. The one who is there in our place. And that's what I got to say. You know, I just read that and I was like, you know what? I didn't realize that they were talking to the disciples. I always assumed they were talking to Jesus, directly to him. But they probably knew that, let's go to the path of least resistance, and they accused the disciples. And the disciples didn't respond. Jesus stepped in and said, whoa, 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 hold on a second. Those my boys. What you got? And what did Jesus say? He said, what he said, they that are whole need not a physician, but they that are sick. All right? They that are sick are the ones who need a physician. Those in sin are the ones who need Christ. And this is why we got Christ, who wipes away our sins. Anyway, God bless you. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember that what Jesus Christ did, what he did is enough. That is it. That's all I know. What Jesus Christ did is enough. I don't need to know a lot more than that. God bless you, and thanks for watching. Peace.